everyone, welcome to another YouTube tutorial guide. Super excited to share this video with you today. Today's guide is about Hellion Lib into Biomine. So we're going to take the most standard opener you can possibly do in Terran vs Zerg and show you how to do the Biomine transition. Rio Goes Rar, his YouTube channel has probably the best explanation for Hellion Lib into Biotank. It's one of his most popular videos for sure. If you haven't checked that out, please check it out. It's really good. If you want to know how to do the Biotank follow-up after the 60 Marine 2-tank push. But anyways, I will be showing you the Biomine, and Biomine is really popular these days. Basically, you can do it in most situations except versus Roaches, or versus really, really heavy Hydra. But pretty much the rest of the time you can do it. So to start off this build, it is 16 racks, 16 gas.
SCV ready.
I like to scout with the SCV that builds the barracks. I think that's the most optimal way to do it, rather than doing too early of a scout. The SCV scout really lets you know everything that comes on, so no need to worry about anything if you do the rack scout. So Reaper orbital expand. Let me get that production tab going so you guys can see it.
Command center upgrade.
You'll build the depot right around like 150-ish or so. With the first SCV that rallies out of the orbital, send it to go build your factory. After the Reaper, you're going to make a Marine. Then get your refinery. I like to send the Marine to go patrol for Overlords. That's personal preference, what you choose to do with the Marine. Obviously, during this time, you'd be poking at the Zerg. There's not a lot going on build-wise, but you have the time to micro with your Reaper. Move this here. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so orbital, starport. You're gonna add-on swap as fast as you possibly can.
Complete.
Try and get those Hellions started, right around 3 minutes. Sometimes if they start at 3:05, you might notice that happens to you a lot. That means they're kind of late, so you can focus on your build, getting it more clean, just add-on swapping faster, etc. Okay, so at 32 supply, you're going to make a depot.
Command center upgrade complete.
Ready to raise some hell.
Add-on complete.
Prefer to be really aggressive with the Reaper Hellion. Make a Liberator.
SCV ready.
And with our next 100 gas, we're going to start up Stim.
SCV ready.
Make 2 more Hellions. With this build, you only make 6 Hellions, not 8.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Right around now, you'll notice you have money to build your 3rd command center, so go ahead and do so. I'm kind of weird. Okay, I leave my Hellions at home, the last 2. You can take them out though, and have all 6 on the map. It's really strong. I just play overly safe. Okay, so right around 426, you're gonna want to 425 get those next 2 barracks going.
SCV ready.
If you notice, let me pause to explain something. I think this is kind of important. I landed the factory without building an add-on on it, and as soon as the Liberator left, I made the add-on, the reactor. This is because we want the fastest medevacs possible, and you don't need extremely fast tanks unless you know it's Roaches that are coming. So just as soon as you've thrown down your 2 barracks, then you can start that add-on on the factory. Just a small optimization. Nothing like super important.
ready.
Okay, next we're going to get our 2 engineering bays at around 4:45.
Ready.
Followed up with 2 refineries. You could stagger the refineries. I think it's actually really efficient if you do that, like get one and then get one slightly later, so you mine a bit more minerals than gas.
SCV ready.
But I think this is fine, doing it this way.
SCV ready.
Okay, so as soon as that starport makes a reactor, it's going to lift up and go build another reactor.
SCV ready.
Start up that 1-1 as soon as you can. Populate your gases. As soon as stim finishes, start up combat shield immediately.
SCV ready.
With this build, we're going to make 2 tanks before swapping into widow mine production. This is just to help us stay safe, but also we get to hit a really sharp timing with those tanks, where we try and cancel the 4th base of the Zerg.
SCV ready.
All hands to battle stations.
So now that our barracks are all landed on their respective add-ons, that's when you start marine production.
Go, go, go.
Get 2 medevacs.
SCV ready.
Command center.
During this time, I
upgrade
try to only build 1 depot at a time until I'm lifting up
Boy.
the command center, then I start making 2 depots at a time.
SCV ready.
That's something you're going to have to play around with to see what works for you, though.
Ready for dust off.
We're returning fire.
If you know that it's not a heavy roach composition, you can go ahead and lift off the factory
Ready.
and make a reactor. If you don't know, though, it's okay to keep making tanks for a while before swapping into widow mines.
Armed and
So right at 6:30, you're going to want to leave. As you can see, I'm just a hair late, like 3 seconds late. Could have been there a little faster. But 6:30, you want to leave with your 60 Marines, 2 tanks, and 2 medevacs to go cancel the Zerg
research
4th base.
Complete.
You're going to want to leave your Hellions at home. Keep your Hellions alive. Really important. They're the only thing that prevent Zergling run-bys as you do your timing push.
SCV ready.
I think I've found around 6:45 is when I make the 4th and 5th barracks. Don't remember exactly.
Add-on complete.
Yeah, you'd get there.
Additional
Go cancel the Zerg 4th.
Ready.
Add on another factory.
Complete.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Ready for dust off.
Just keep making 2 depots at a time.
Upgrade.
As soon as you can afford it, start up that 1-1. Or that 2-2 rather, sorry. Should notice as your mines pop out that you've hopefully been continuing medevac production, and you can go for another drop. With Biomine, you're just really active on the map.
Who wants some?
It's really a fun style, but it's definitely not a style that you sit back at home the entire time.
Armed and ready.
Although versus Meadowsk, you might do that.
Ready.
In that case, you can just plant your Widow Mines in a
Ready for dust
kind of like a ring
Want a piece of me, boy?
to help, wherever they go, they're going to run into them at some point if they try to attack your base.
SCV
So get that Drilling Claw.
Additional supply.
Keep making Marines. You can throw in some Marauders. I didn't throw in Marauders with this composition, but you can throw in some off of the barracks that has just 1 tech lab. I think that's fine.
want some? Armed and
If I had 2 medevacs, I could have gone for a double drop again. Like I said, you want to be real active on the map. Right around now, or maybe even earlier, you can get your 4th command center.
SCV ready. Gangway coming through.
Mineral field.
So you can see we've hit
depleted.
some important benchmarks with supply. Like around 9 minutes, you want around 8 minutes, you want 150 supply. And around 9 minutes, you want to be maxed.
Mineral field depleted.
Also getting closer to 8:30 to 9 minutes is when you want to throw down your 6th, 7th, and 8th barracks.
Gangway coming through.
As you can see, it's 9 minutes. We're almost perfectly maxed. Time to go for our timing with 2-2 and hopefully crush the Zerg opponent. Behind this, you can begin your late game transition.
Complete.
It's possible to just stay on Marine Marauder Medevac Mine the entire game and never really transition off of that. If you do that, maybe you throw down another factory and 2 more barracks just so you can produce a lot of mines and a lot of bio. Or you can go into maybe some sort of Liberator transition. That's what I'm showing, a Ghost Lib transition,
Ready for
where you get a
dust
Fusion
off.
Core, 2 more Starports, and a Ghost Academy. Really, it's up to you and what you want to do in the late game. I can't even tell you or recommend anything for late game right now. I just would have to say, you know, watch your favorite pro player and feel like what style appeals most to you. That's what you should do. Get all tech labs on those barracks.
Mineral field.
And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also share this video with other Terran players. It's a really standard build. It should help them a lot. And I'll see you next time.